The following are lore submissions that were created as a result of players in our Gamma Haven game, Rolepunking, which is done in our Discord server. If you don't know what Rolepunking is and you're interested in role-playing and RPGs and world building, definitely head to pndrpg.com, figure out how you can join into the action, hop into the Discord server, and get started. The Archivist is watching. If they see some lore that can be created from your submission, or if you have a successful endeavor, there's a good chance that either the Archivist will see it or I will see it when I come across it, and then it becomes part of the world. And you know, when lore becomes part of the world, it shows up in the main series, it shows up in our Rolepunk campaigns, so on and so forth. The Brotherhood of Trade, created by the player of Jeremiah Oliver. The Brotherhood of Trade is an organization run by 3 night-skinned brothers and focused on the development and efficiency of its trade network. To achieve this efficiency, the Brotherhood is split into 3 smaller groups, each run by one of the brothers. Overland and underground trade routes on the mainland make up one arm represented by the symbol of a horse. A dove represents the second arm of the organization, trade conducted via air, both within the mainland and between land masses. Finally, the third arm of the organization conducts via the seas and represents itself with the shark. Though each of these systems of trade are operated as separate entities so they can focus on reaching peak efficiency, the brothers represent the Brotherhood together in negotiations of new deals. It is unclear if the brothers are the founders of the Brotherhood or not. What is clear is that they mean business. Moat of Ether, created by the player of Archetype X. Scattered throughout the Beast District in secret groves and dangerous hovels of forgotten beasts are moats of ether, physical manifestations of the savage ether. Many of the savage ones believe the moats are gifts from the gods, rewards for accomplishing great deeds, but there is no evidence to support or refute this belief. These moats, when consumed, offer a connection to the savage ether and the gods who govern them. Many savage ones who find moats become champions. However, some champions are chosen by the old gods and tasked to recover a moat which has been displaced or stolen. While the moats offer an initial surge of access to the magics of the savage ether, they are often temporary and fleeting. Side effects of long-term exposure to moats are increased aggression and cases of madness. Gators, created by the player of Jeremiah Oliver. These android alligators roam the sewers of Haven City in dozens of packs of 8. They are designed to clean the sewage and purify the waterways of the city, as well as deterring most lawful and timid citizens from taking to the sewers. Unsubstantiated rumors claim that 8 of these androids are unnecessary. Only 4 are necessary for the Gators to effectively purify the city's water supply. Moreover, it is believed the other 4 might be used for illicit activities, but attempts to prove this theory have been fruitless because it's too dangerous to search the sewers. Hearth, created by the player of Xavier Ortiz. Hearth is a charitable organization founded by a professional athlete, Xavier Ortiz. It was created to combat the rising rates of homelessness in the Blood Cobble district. Hearth is a non-profit, volunteer-run organization relying entirely on donations of food, clothing, money, and time by those interested in helping the cause. In its infancy, Xavier Ortiz assisted Hearth in the purchasing of its first base of operation as well as the equipment therein. The athlete has been known to make appearances to engage with those the organization has helped, as well as to volunteer himself. He also makes occasional pleas for donations, which are generally met with an influx of charity from the public. Hearth is not without its problems, drawing the ire and violence of some of Blood Cobble's more outspoken citizens and finding itself a target for crime from time to time. It has also been met with complications from the Hyperion advancement, which actively opposes the organization's broader goal of integrating the migrant population into Haven citizenry. The long-term plans for Hearth are focused on expanding within Bloodcobble as well as branching out into Alta, the Ninth Ward slums, and the Divergent District. Blitz by Sir William Dragonson. Blitz is one of the most popular sports broadcasts across the city of Haven. Blitz is a team sport where 3 teams of 5 compete against one another, trying to capture the other team's totems and bringing them back to their territory while defending their own totem from capture. Each totem scores 1 point a second for whichever team's territory it is in. Once the game starts, it doesn't stop until one team earns a total of 3,000 points. The official ruling body over professional Blitz tournaments is the United Blitz Rules Council, the UBRC, formed in response to actions made in an effort to make Blitz illegal due to the incredibly dangerous nature and violent deaths that players fell to. The UBRC offered to stand as a governing body that would ensure that efforts would be put forth to prevent the high death rate the game hosts. Even with the UBRC's oversight, Blitz is still an incredibly dangerous game, and the fans can't get enough. The closest thing to a legalized blood sport, Blitz draws in millions of viewers. Fan favorite teams can rake in countless credits from merchandising and sponsorship deals. While the UBRC holds the monopoly over sanctioned Blitz tournaments, there is no shortage of underground illegal Blitz leagues. This street variant of Blitz is a callback to the origins of Blitz, where there were no holds barred, and more than often, bodies tend to be disposed of afterwards. The Fright Masters by Louis Aganon. The Fright Masters are a loosely organized group of freelance traders, freighter, smugglers, and delivery men of all kinds. This group acts less as a coalition and more as a defense mechanism against those who may take advantage of freelancers. If someone does wrong by a Fright Master, whether it's breaching contract, failing to provide promised pay, or assassination, they are barred from trade with any other Fright Masters. The following are major corporations ran by the Brotherhood of Trade, all submitted by Jeremiah Oliver as a result of one of the lore submissions that was submitted through Rolepunk, or Endeavors. Stallion Robotics, owned and operated by the Night Skin with the Horse Pin. Stallion Robotics is considered one of the top providers for Psyquadrian technology and the equipment needed to operate and maintain the conditions of Psyquadrian tech. They recently have been accused of making old models defective in order for people to buy the newest, latest models, such as the Mustang 90. But many do not press the accusations as whether they like it or not. But many do not press the accusations as whether they like it or not. Stallion Robotics is the most trustworthy source for everything Psyquadrian. Hammerhead Excavations. Owned and operated by the Night Skin with the Shark Pen, Hammerhead Excavations was regarded as a low-level company until the founder created fishmonger Psyquadrians using tech from Stallion Robotics to reliably mine and extract precious minerals and metals from the ocean. Hammerhead Excavations is notorious for the damage it does to the ocean, but at the end of the day, no one opposes Hammerhead for long, or else they're silenced. That's cool how they're using each other. Pigeon Forts and More. That's the name of the company. Pigeon Forts and More. Pigeon Forts and More is owned by the Night Skin donning the Dove Pin. This is the Dizzy Wizard of the Night Skin. This company is known for their ability to build insanely secure and defensive fortifications using power tools, utilizing a form of anomalite scavenged on the ocean's floor by Hammerhead Excavations. These power tools allow for the fortifications to be built quickly and are guaranteed to be well secured. However, their tools are extremely unreliable thanks to its use of anomalite. The Brotherhood of Trade work with each other to build off one another for the mutual benefit of the entire Brotherhood.